I'm Seamus Caulfield, and I taught, what did I teach here? I taught drama and workshop. The workshop's not here anymore, but I taught drama and workshop for about 12 years in a temporary capacity. In other words, about 2 days a week, 3 days a week. And on to Christy.
Oh, on to Christy. My name is Christy Laidlaw, and I came to Montcrest in the 1980s, right? Yeah. To start a junior special ed program. It was a second class. And then I stayed at Montcrest for about 6 years, and then started a senior class as well. And basically had an absolute wonderful time. Mrs. Livingston was my first principal. And I met these wonderful people here, and we have continued to
be friends.
Right. Even our children are friends.
Right.
And I'm Debbie Clark, and I taught here in 1980, where I met these two and Seamus. I taught 7 and 8 over in the other building on Broadview when it existed, and then I moved over to grade 3.
And in grade 7 and 8, they ate a lot of donuts.
A lot of donuts. And we had bunny rabbits hopping around in our school, in our classroom. And now on to Yvette.
My name is Yvette Burke, and I taught here from 1980 till 1984 when Michelle, who is now 12, was born. I did learning resource, what we used to call listening skills.
Yes.
And then I had a transition special ed class in this old building, right next door to Christy and Debbie's classroom. And we had the best time. We should mention what.
Oh, and we shared classes. We walked through doors and interrupted classes.
Yeah.
And
had Friday afternoon tea
parties on the deck.
And this gentleman produced a record. And this record was for Mrs. Livingston and for her husband when they left the school.
When they retired.
And he organized the entire student body to sing on this record in his sound studio at 14 Browning Avenue.
Right.
And I'm sure you could probably buy a copy somewhere.
I still have 2 copies if you ever wanted to see one.
What do you think of all the changes here now?
Oh, well, I mean, this facility here is wonderful. One of the things that was very difficult during our time here was we didn't really have a gym, so we were always fighting with each other for that space in the basement that we call the gym.
That's now the music room.
So it's lovely to be in this wonderful, big, new, voluminous space, and certainly something that's been needed at Montcrest School for many years. It's good to see it here.
Yeah, I would have loved to have taught here in this capacity, but I did enjoy polyfilling the cracks in the walls
and painting our
wallpapering our own class.
I provided the curtains in my classroom. Yes.
That's right.
So
you got a job and a couple of gallons of paint.
Our children, our students, learned a lot of life skills. How to decorate, how to strip furniture.
Yes. But I suppose we should also mention the fact that all of these wonderful young people are here. We've all been meeting kids who've been here, you know, as long ago as like 15 years or more, when the school was much smaller. And I think it was a special place for them as well as for us, and certainly it was for us. It was a family, and it feels like it still is.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Very welcome. Way to go.
Whoops. Yes?
You're going to introduce all your kids.
Oh, really?
Together. Come on.
Where's David?
Where young
Hello.
Darcy. 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 Come.
Where's David?
Come in here.
Here, David.
Our family, how it's grown.
Here, David. David, come on, baby.
David.
Yeah. Come on, David.